So this is part 3 of my look at Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and I'm up to issues 4 and 5. And issue 3 had a 9.2 on Comic Book Roundup, and it drops back down to an 8.3 with number 4, and I would say probably deservedly so. So Supergirl, and sometimes I gotta remember what the alien girl's name is. They are tracking down Krim and the brigands as they create a swath of death and destruction across the galaxy. And so Supergirl is kind of doing these like tender moments where this poor little alien is trying to bury the dead, and Supergirl is able to use her super speed to help out and also locate the DNA of a relative. So it's kind of sad seeing all of the aliens get killed by these brigands and Krim. Then we have a real Tom King kind of moment in here where this alien who is mourning the dead family, because this is a female, by the way. She was gone when the aliens attacked, and she is just distraught. And Supergirl decides to allow her to vent her frustration on her. So she just pounds Supergirl, and she says, "You are small, I am large, it will hurt." And Supergirl says, "No, it won't. I swear I'll be fine." And she is fine because she's Supergirl. By the way, the art in here, I mentioned the other day, was by, I don't know how to pronounce the name, Bilquis Evely. And I said I didn't know what gender she was, and it is a woman. And so I kind of had this suspicion that it was a woman, and it is. So this is her, Bilquis Evely. So she's 33 years old and from Sao Paulo, Brazil. So I do think I don't think it's there's some issues. Here's another one where the dimensions of Supergirl are really bizarre, but I think overall the art is quite good, and I do support female artists in comics because they are kind of rare, unfortunately. So more stuff, and I think this is why the comic got an 8.3, because not a lot happens. So they managed to finally track down Krim in chapter 4. So there's Krim in just a maelstrom of death, and he sends out this little glowing sphere which strikes Supergirl, and apparently this is called a Mordru Globe. And a Mordru Globe is a very, very powerful magic that apparently it takes the death of thousands to create such a thing. That's why it's so rare, because it takes so many deaths to create something like this. But he has, given the nature of what he's doing, apparently that's not a problem for him. So what it does is it can take the most powerful being and transport them or teleport them billions of miles away. So they teleport, or they're transported to Barenton, and Barenton does not have a yellow sun or a red sun. It has a green sun, which is a kryptonite sun, and Barenton was apparently created as a trap for Superman. I don't know if that's in another story or if Tom King's making it up. I'm suspecting it's from another story that Tom King is just repurposing. So this is a trap for Supergirl, because the sun will not only take away her powers but will kill her painfully. And so the alien woman asks, well, how did Superman get away? And she says he was rescued, but it was the most painful experience of his life. And she asks, well, how long did it take? And she says 45 minutes. So they look at the sun, and she calculates that at the rate that it is descending, it will descend in about 10 hours. So that's a bit of a problem. Plus they have these dinosaur type creatures there to kill them. Um, and they find this lake, but apparently it is a trap, and Supergirl knows it's a trap. So again, that may well have been something from another story. So this is another part where I'm just kind of... they come across what looks like kind of a super T-Rex, and you can see it's quite large. And this alien woman is able to kill it with her sword. Right there in the neck. Jeez. I don't think that would happen. I don't think her little sword would kill that thing, but I guess it's kind of like turnabout is fair play, because Supergirl did not want to bring her along anymore because she's so weak, and then we see that she is now rescuing Supergirl because Supergirl is a mess. So the sun is continuing to go down. They still more dinosaurs, dinosaur type creatures, and she's able to defend the two of them. So I mean, I guess it's interesting is that she's now defending Supergirl, and Supergirl's really kind of hallucinating. She sees the birds. He says, "It's a bleeping bird," and then she says, "No, it's a plane," or "No, it's Supergirl." And she just passes out. So the sun is dropping further and further, and the alien girl Supergirl wants to go to the water because she is parched, and the alien girl will not allow her because she's reminding her that it's a trap, and Supergirl says, "Get out of my way." And I guess finally she submits to the alien girl or just passes out. What does she say? Oh, just profanity. So anyway, she's continuing to watch over her, and then we have kind of the mother of all T-Rexes. I think it's hard to tell, but I think that this one is supposed to be significantly larger than the one she killed, and by her reaction, she's pretty much resigned that she will not be able to defeat this one. And the only chance they have is if the sun goes down, and then Supergirl will regain her powers, which I don't really understand. I thought it required a yellow sun to do that. I would think the absence of the green sun, unless the green sun both gives her power and takes her power away. So it's kryptonite. So I don't know. I mean, when a red sun descends on a red sun planet, she doesn't get her powers back at night. So I don't know. Maybe he didn't really think it all the way through. So the dinosaurs attacking, and the green sun is going down, and the last second, and then Supergirl finally appears to have gotten her powers back. So I didn't mind these two issues nearly as much. This last issue got an 8.8, so that's a pretty good score. I think people probably liked the kind of the switch of who's protecting who. You know, we go back to when Supergirl was protecting her from the projectiles, and now she's protecting Supergirl. So I mean, that's kind of nice. The issue 4 was kind of, I mean, it's establishing, and we get Supergirl helping out the alien bury the dead, and so that's kind of emotional a little bit. So, and shows just, you know, Supergirl being a good, caring person. I don't know about this one, the alien female smashing Supergirl just to vent her frustration, but you know, whatever. So that takes us halfway through. I think that this part was better than, actually more than halfway through, better than the previous ones, except maybe issue 3. But it's not setting the world on fire, in my opinion. This series isn't. It's I would say better than average. There's parts I really didn't like, but it's somewhat growing on me. And you know, the one part that I wish that Krim was a better villain. He just, you know, early on when he scampered off, just came off like a coward, and now I guess now we're supposed to kind of rethink him, given the fact that he and the brigands, and I don't know how much involved he is. He just seems like he's there with the brigands, just doing a swath of destruction. So anyway, that is this will be part 3 of Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow by Tom King.